Ooh. Well, hello, everyone. Going live on the Black Woman About Business page. What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Okay, I think my glasses is crooked, right? There we go. What's up, y'all? Got little specks on the screen. What is going on, everyone? It is your girl, leading Lady Dar is here. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. I am your girl, the business coach. I come on to talk a little bit of biz with you and hope that it inspires you. Hopefully, it will encourage your soul enough to either start the business if you have not already started. Hopefully, if you have, it will encourage you to press gas and go a little harder. All right, y'all, what we talking about on today? I want to help you. I want to help you, whether your family or whether your friends, you're a friend and you just, you're strolling through. Listen, this is a good neighborhood. So if you're strolling through, stop and subscribe. I'm your girl, leading Lady Dara, founder of the organization Black Woman About Business. I am here as your business coach. I want to encourage you, all of you, that no matter where you are as an entrepreneur on this journey, that you are already winning. Because if you say yes to doing a business, if you say yes to starting a business, if you say yes to being an entrepreneur, solopreneur, however you want to put it, then you're winning, baby. I'm here to bring you some inspiration. Most of it is biblical because that is the foundation and structure of my business, Black Woman About Business. I am a Black woman about business. So let me tell y'all something. We're going to chat and bust it up for a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, we're going to bust it up a little bit. We are going to bust it up a little bit because I got a little bit of time to spare, and the girl's just a little bit excited to be able to do a live on my Black Woman About Business page because I am not at I'm not at I think I thought it was like 100 subscribers before you're able to really go live on YouTube. On my Walking Them Shoes channel, I am just about at 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So head over to Walking Them Shoes YouTube channel. Well, it is actually Leading Lady Dar channel now. I changed it from Walking Them Shoes to Leading Lady Dar. So head over to that channel, y'all, and show that page some love over there, and let's get the subscriber count up to 1,000, y'all. I've been working rigorously. Okay, I've been working very hard at putting out videos and being a full-time content creator, being a full-time employee, also being a mother and grandmother, yada yada yada. But yet here I am on the Black Woman About Business page, showing up for y'all and delivering a message. Okay, and the message on today is that I want to help you. Me, Lady Dar, I want to help you know your work and your worth. Whew, that's something, y'all. Let me just share with y'all. I'm gonna get a little bit chatty. I'm a little bit chatty today, but I'm here. I'm a little bit chatty because the experience that I had this week was phenomenal. I said yes to entrepreneurship. Okay. I said yes 7 years ago. Actually, 2025 will be 8 years, but seven is the year of completion. So I made that mark, y'all. I made it. Okay. Yeah, I made it. But I said yes to this entrepreneurial journey about 7 years ago. And in saying yes to and what I thought, I didn't ever thought of it as a project, but when you first start a business, you start doing like little things, and in those little things, you think, okay, well, this is a project. So I never really thought my business as a project. Honestly, y'all, when God had gave me the word for Walking Them Shoes, I I I didn't even know what it was and what it was to exist of. I didn't know what it looked like. And in my book, Shifted to Speak on Success, I talk a bit about it. I talk a bit about not including God in my business. Here today under Black Women About Business, he's my CEO. He's the CEO for real, for real. I'm not the CEO. I'm not the founder. God is. He is my partner. And whatever business moves I decide to make, I gotta take it to him. I have to take it to him. I didn't do things the right way initially when I started walking them shoes, but here, Black Women About Business, even down to the devotional diva. Let me tell y'all, my new slogan for my own brand is I am a Black woman about business who have learned how to walk in them shoes to become the devotional diva that I am. What does that mean? Y'all, my walk in them shoes empowerment firm, life coaching business. Then I started the Black Woman About business coaching, and now my own business, the candle business, devotional diva. Y'all, devotional diva. Reading that daily devotion has arrived me to this point right here. Knowing and understanding who I totally and completely am, my purpose, my focus, my drive, all of that. I'm here. I'm here. So I want to share with all of you the importance of knowing your work. What is your work, Dar? What is your work? Your work is what you've been created and designed to do. Why are you here? It's like your purpose. Your work is what God has given you to do. Your work is all of the talents, all of the abilities, all of the strengths, all of that you have within you. God didn't give it to you just to sit pretty. God didn't give it to you just to say, yeah, I got that skill of being able to, had a gift of gab, or I got that skill to be able to, design nails, or I have that gift to really do artwork in the hair or maybe design artwork. God didn't just give it to you just to say that you have it. He gave it to you with a purpose, the sole purpose of you to be able to make an impact in the world and the community in which we live today. Your work could be also when you go through trials and tribulations, when you go through situations that you're dealing with. I'm talking about these challenging setbacks. I'm talking about abuse. I'm talking about heartache. I'm talking about the disruption of life, things that disrupt your life, that shake you to the core. Those things there, y'all, those are things that we, one, have to get over, get through and heal from. And then once we heal from those places, then we're able to share and able to teach and be able to, pour into others. Now, I don't know about y'all. There's some people who say that when they go through certain things, they like to be by themselves. Yeah, when I go through things, I like to, have moments to myself. There are some people who, when they go through things, they don't like to be by themselves. They become more sociable just to avoid what it is that they're feeling. However, you deal with your situation and your circumstances, that's between you and God. But we know the ultimate thing is when God says all things work together for the good for those who love the Lord, He is actually instructing you that He's going to turn what the devil meant for bad into something good. Take, for instance, one of my clients that I'm working with. She is a beautiful, beautiful spirited woman. I met this woman. Someone sent her my way. One of my former clients sent her my way, and I'm working with her to start her podcast. She's an author. She already written her book, and her book is based on. I mean, her podcast is based off of her book, and her book is based off of some trauma she experienced. The trauma that she experienced, she has now turned that pain into purpose. My book, Shifted to Speak on Success, I talk a lot about from pain to purpose and then to pleasure. Okay. So we can't get to that pleasure if we don't deal with the pain. The pain of our past. When I talked on my podcast, I talked a lot about having to deal with the pain of your past because it will hinder us from moving forward. It will hinder us from having happy and healthy relationships. Not dealing with the pain of your past, baby. Ooh, it is something brutal because we deliver and we show up in that painful situation that may have taken place 20 years ago. But because you've never dealt with it, it'll show up and how you deliver. Okay. So I know this is not my life coaching channel, leading Lady Dara over on Walking Them Shoes, but I'm just sharing with you knowing your work and knowing your worth. How can you know your worth? What are your core values? What are your beliefs? What is it that make you feel good about yourself? Something that, and a lot of times, people say, well, I'm not going to go over there. And I've been that person too, but I'm not going to go over there because I don't deal with those kind of people. Sometimes certain people in certain situations we should not be a part of, right? And I'll take myself for instance. So that is not taken out of context. It's not that no one is just a completely better than anyone else, not in that sense. I'll take myself for instance. One of my disruptions in life was my divorce, right? And this is me sharing a bit of my story as to how we can take our worth, how we can take our work and take our worth and do the work of the Lord, right? As an entrepreneur, I'm an author, right? I'm a life coach, I'm a motivational speaker, I'm a business coach. But an experience that I had was one when I was in a not too long ago. I wasn't that young, but yet at the same time wasn't spiritually mature enough to really understand certain things, right? So I'll say this: being married and hanging out, and I was clubbing and I was partying and I was doing certain things. So when I say, we take these this stance where it's like, okay, I can't be in certain situations or be around certain people like that, for the place in which God was taking me understanding the work that He had for me understanding my worth, my value, and what I brought to the table, why I was here. All of this, God was using my terrible circumstance to work out for my good. And there were certain times when now I'm married to this individual, and he's like wanting to go to specific places, and this was his thing. It really wasn't like, I mean, I enjoy partying, enjoy having good times, and enjoy doing certain things, but I knew where God was calling me to. I knew where God was calling me away from and what He was calling me to, right? But I didn't realize that Him pulling me that way was going to actually pull me away from a marriage. Now, I know y'all probably thinking, and this is probably a topic on my other channel or probably a topic on at another time, that God frowns upon divorce. I know that. It was a hard decision for me to make, but in understanding, this is why I say biblical principles in your life, biblical principles in your business. I'm telling you, it has to work. It has to be something that you apply, or otherwise you'll spin your wheels. Otherwise, you'll lose yourself in thoughts, or lose yourself and get caught up in the things that God don't want for you, okay, or that is no good for you. So here I am faced at this in this particular situation where it's like, okay, I see God is pulling me over here. I'm this motivational speaker, and I know all the things that God has called me to. Not all of the things, but some of the things. I knew what God had called me to do and to deliver, but yet I knew this over here don't serve me. So God says you can't serve two gods. So I can't be in the world and still trying to, handle my business as a Christian woman, or even handle my business, as an entrepreneur. Those things wasn't serving me. And what began to happen was it put a bad taste in my mouth. And what happens when you have a bad taste in your mouth, when you're putting something in your mouth and it doesn't taste good, you ultimately want to spit it out. You ultimately want to do away with it. You ultimately want to get rid of it. And that's what was happening. I could not be a part of those situations and those circumstances and those places and around the people that I knew where I was trying to go, or when God was calling me up higher. I couldn't be a part of that, y'all. And I saw how God began to work in my life. So I'm saying to you on today, it is time for you to show up for yourself. It is time. If God has placed on your heart, He has placed on your mind for you to come up higher. If God has placed this project, if God has placed this desire, or God, you feel so good when you're sewing, when you're creating products, when you're, making dresses, or maybe you're in the kitchen and you're baking, you're feeling so good about that, right? You can utilize that service and provide it to others. You can package it up and provide it to others. God has called us all to serve one another. That's what makes this world go around and round. And it's so deeper and bigger than we even can imagine. Like, it really is something where people be like, oh, I have a higher calling. I mean, I serve a higher, I serve the universe. The universe is my God. I don't have a specific God. When people say that, it's not something that I want to get, into a battle with them. But I often wonder, how can you say you don't serve God, but yet you call on a universe? God is omnipresent, right? So I won't delve into that, but I will say this: having a relationship with God will help you understand your work and will help you understand your worth. But God is saying it's time. The month of March, this is Women's History Month. Baby, we are I'm I'm paying honor and homage to those women who have went before us and paved the way for us to even be entrepreneurs. Takes Madam C.J. Walker. She was an entrepreneur. She was in the hair care products. This woman was a philanthropist. She served her community. She served women. She took something she had in her house, y'all. And this is something else that I keep saying. People be like, "Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what God has called me to do." And I'm not making fun of that, because guess what? I was there. But now, as the confidence and clarity coach, I'm able to help women build the confidence. I'm able to help women gain clarity on the circumstances. Sometimes the chaos that be going on up in our head, we need clarity to try to put things together, right? We need clarity. So in saying all of that to say, we're paying honor to women who have went before us, right, and paved the way for us. But yet we are I'm honoring you as an entrepreneur, as a woman of color, as any woman, any entrepreneur out there, male, female, the LGBTQ community, wherever you are on this journey as an entrepreneur, I am honoring you. But more specifically, woman right now, this is Women's History Month, and I want to charge it to your heart. I want you to decide. And my book, Shifted to Speak on Success, I did a book, I created a package, a book, Shifted to Speak on Success, 31 Days of Inspiration, as well as a planner, Decide, Develop, and Devote. I want you to decide today that you are going to take whatever is in your hands. You're going to take whatever is on your heart, whatever is in your mind. Sit down with God and decide. Ask God to show you, one, what season are you in? Two, and ask God to reveal to you, is there a purpose for me being here? What is my purpose, God? Ask him these things, have these conversations with him, because he will then direct your path. The steps of a good man is ordered by the Lord. Sometimes we have to ask our God, order my footsteps, because God gives us free will. He gives us free will to do whatever we need to do, right? Whatever we choose to do. But then he's right there readily and willing to help us and guide us. So ask him. And that's one of the things I talk about in my book, Shifted to Speak on Success. I didn't invite God in my business. Walking them shoes was taking off real good. I had started a clothing brand behind it. It was doing really good. But that wasn't what God had gave me that business for. So I had to reel it in. But had I took it to God initially in the beginning, I wouldn't have to go through all of that. I probably wouldn't even have to wait 7 years really to really see some real progress. You know what I'm saying? Some real success in it. And I mean, I had some good wins, but at the same time, yet y'all, include God in it. And you might not have to take as long as it possibly need to be to get to where you need to be so that you can make an impact in this world. And I want to see you make an impact in this community. I want our children or our children's children to be able to say, you, that woman, paved the way for me. We want to be able to be honored, right? In some sort of way, in some sort of fashion. I want my granddaughters to be able to say, my mom, I want my granddaughters to be able to say, my mom did this. My mom provided a service for us. My mom paved the way for us to do this. I include my grandchildren in when I'm serving others in community services so that they can get a feel of what it's like, one, to see what it's like to serve those that are underprivileged, to see us be able to give to those that are less fortunate. And that's what it's about, y'all. Okay. So I think I touched base on everything that I needed to. And that was, just you encouraging you to be able to make an impact. Give your contributions while you can. Give it in a manner in which God has given to you. We all have these abilities. We all have strengths. We all have talents. We God has equipped us already. Now, some of our tools may need to be sharpened. Some of them may need to be enhanced a little bit. Sometimes we may need to, get further coaching or, maybe even educate ourselves a little bit more. Maybe we need to partner with someone else, but get busy, y'all. It is your time. The time is now. It is now time to offer your product or your service. So again, I'm your girl leading Lady Dar, Coach Dar. If I'm coaching you in life or in business, I am here using my biblical principles, God's biblical principles. I'm sorry. I'm using God's biblical principles that I've applied to my life as well as to my businesses, knowing what has worked. So I want to encourage each and every one of y'all. I hope and pray that me sitting down and taking these few moments was able to encourage your soul to get started. And wherever you are on this journey, if you need any help, any assistance, I'm your girl, Leading Lady Dara, the Confidence and Clarity Coach. I do and I will ask you to head over to Black Woman About Business, Black Woman About Business. And I'll add the link here so that you can subscribe to that community. Please, y'all, let's build this community of women to be able to grow as entrepreneurs because the time is now. It is now time for you to know your work and to know your worth. Again, I'm offering also my services as a membership course, not a course, but a membership, opening up a membership. Build her, be her community over on Mighty Networks. I'll also include that link there. Join the membership. We will meet twice a month. Very low membership fee for the month of History Month, which is this month, March. $27. We'll meet twice a month. Twice a month, y'all. Head over to Black Women About Business. You can also hire your girl, Leading Lady Dar, as your business coach. I am offering 70 minutes of coaching for $70. That is the 70-minute mile coaching. It is called it's $70 for 70 minutes. Okay. You will get 70 minutes of Coach Dar. That's an hour and 10 minutes, y'all. If we can't come up with ideas, you can bounce off your ideas at me. We can work on a particular plan or project that you're working on. Help flush that thing out. Help get that thing up off the ground. And listen, it is about planning things, y'all. In 2025, we must plan because if we don't, we plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. I'm your girl, Leading Lady Dar, founder of both lovely and wonderful organizations, Walking Them Shoes and Black Women About Business. Walking Them Shoes tagline is helping women blaze the trail to success. And Black Women About Business is no woman left behind. Well, walking them shoes is giving up is not an option, but what we do is help women blaze the trail to success. But Black Women About Business, no woman left behind, baby. Now is the time. I am your girl. Don't forget to follow us over on Instagram under Black Women About Business. All right, y'all, let's grow this channel out. Share this with another entrepreneur, and let's get this thing started. Have a good one.